Okay, so today we're going to look at another time-saving feature in Atlas Martial Arts software. This is the testing navigation item up at the top navigation here. So if I click testing, you'll see that I'm given basically a student list. This is a list of all of my students. And I'm able to basically filter and sort and prepare for rank examinations and rank advancements. You know, one of the common use cases in Atlas Martial Arts software is I've just had my belt testing on Friday or Saturday, and now I need to advance all of my students to their next belt or their next tip, depending on how you have your rank set up. So this is a tool to help you do that quickly and easily. So let me walk you through a couple of ways to think about that. Let me show you just a quick example here. Let's say, for example, here's my student list, and I happen to know that Bruce Banner right here, he's advanced to his next rank in Jiu-Jitsu. And James Bond over here in Taekwondo, he's also advancing to his next rank. And New Build Test, he's also advancing to his next rank, right? So I can tick those three people, go to the Group Actions button, and hit Promote. Now, as soon as I hit Promote, they're going to be advanced, these three students are going to be advanced to the next available rank that I've set up in my school system, my school setup system. So some schools that would be the next tip. Some schools that might be the next, belt in order, or whatever the case might be. But whatever it is, it's going to move it to the next rank that you have set up in your system. And I'll go back and show you what that means in a moment. So I'm going to hit yes, and it will automatically advance those students. It'll move their rank up one level. Okay, so let's go take a look at that. Let's go look at my school setup area. And I'm going to look at the ranks and styles that I have set up here, styles and ranks. And let's take a look at Jiu-Jitsu here. Edit the style. And you'll see in Jiu-Jitsu, I have first rank, second rank, third rank. So that means if I was a first rank, my next rank in order is going to be second rank. So it's going to move me to that next full, basically, belt. Okay? So let's go back to our school setup again for a second, and let's look at a different style. Let's look at a style that maybe has some tips. Okay, so now in this case, let's say I was a first rank. Well, when I promote that student who's a first rank in karate, he's going to move to the first tip. Does that make sense? So they're going to move to the next item in order. So what lots of schools do is they use the testing list for their tip testing and for their actual belt testing. So just understand that when you hit the promote button, when you hit the thing here that says promote, you're going to be moving that student to the next thing in order, the next rank or tip, belt or tip, depending on how your system is set up. Okay? So that's one interesting bit that you want to make sure that you have your head firmly around. The next sort of shortcut tool in the testing list is finding out who I can put on the list, right? So let's say, for example, I can filter this by attendance. And let's say I want to filter the people who have been in class or who are in class, let's say, in the last hour. So maybe I set my testing up in class, and I have all my students check in for the class. About 10 minutes after the class starts, I run my list to see who's all checked in, right? So I can tick last hour, and it will give me the three people who've checked in the last hour. Captain America, Bryce Bann, and Bruce Banner have all checked in the last hour. So now I can tick them all, or I can tick them individually if I only want to promote these two, and then go to Group Actions, hit Promote, and I can move them up to the next available rank in order. Obviously, you'll also see that I have the demote ability as well. So, for example, if you make a mistake and you promote somebody inappropriately, you can always just tick them and hit demote, and it will then move them backwards one rank in order as well. So I hope that makes sense. That's how a lot of schools do it. A lot of schools also do it by who's checked in today. Let's say you wanted to run your testing promotion on, let's say you did your testing on Saturday and now it's Tuesday and you want to advance everybody. No problem. You can just hit attended by date range and you can say, okay, anybody who was at my testing on Saturday or on Sunday, I want to see them. Of course, I don't have any checked in, but if anybody would have been checked in within that date range, they now show up on the list and I can tick them all and promote them en masse as well. So you'll also see that you can filter by style, you can filter by team, you can filter by program, by class, and by eligibility. And the eligibility filter is based on how many classes and weeks they've taken to be eligible for testing. What most people find is that using the date range and the attended today is the most useful and the most helpful to get people moved to the next rank easily and smoothly. So I hope that's useful for you. Let us know if you have any questions about this. Feel free to give us a call at the office and we'll help you out. And this is a great little time-saving tool that you can use to help promote your students quickly.